Think you're crushing your calisthenics workouts? Let me hit you with something real quick. There's a good chance you're making at least one mistake that's quietly slowing down your gains, messing with your joints, and you don't even realize it. And before you think, no, not me, let me ask you this. Ever felt your wrists ache after push-ups? Or your lower back light up during planks? Or maybe you're wondering why your pull-ups still feel like a battle even after months of training. If any of that sounds familiar, keep listening, because today we're breaking down 5 calisthenics mistakes almost everyone makes, even the people who think their form is perfect. Here's the crazy part. These mistakes don't look dramatic. They're small, subtle, invisible unless you know exactly what to look for. But they stack up, and once you fix them, your strength shoots up, your movements get smoother, and your joints breathe a sigh of relief. I'll show you the right way, step by step, but not yet. First, you need to see the wrong way, so when you fix it, you'll actually feel the difference instantly. Think you're mastering calisthenics? Let me challenge that for a second. Because right now, without even realizing it, you might be making tiny mistakes that are quietly stealing your strength, slowing down your progress, and putting pressure on your joints in ways you won't notice until it's too late. And the wild part? Most people who make these mistakes look like they're doing the exercises perfectly. They feel confident. They feel strong. But underneath that confidence, their form is leaking power like a cracked pipe. So before you think, no, I'm good, I'm doing everything right, let's see if this hits home. Have you ever finished a set of push-ups and your shoulders felt weirdly pinched? Or tried doing pull-ups and felt your grip burning out before your back even got tired? Or maybe you've gone into a plank thinking, this is easy, only to feel your lower back sinking like a hammock after 10 seconds. If you've experienced any of that, even once, stay with me, because I'm about to walk you through 5 calisthenics mistakes you probably don't even know you're making. But once you see them, you can't unsee them. Here's the thing, these mistakes aren't dramatic. It's not like your form is collapsing or your knees are flying out in all directions. No, these mistakes are subtle. They're the kind that look almost correct. The kind that don't get called out in regular workouts or quick tutorials. The kind you won't catch unless you know exactly what to feel in your muscles, in your breathing, even in your posture. But once you fix them, everything changes. Your reps feel smoother, your joints stop complaining, your core starts doing its job, and suddenly the exercises that used to feel heavy start feeling clean, controlled, powerful. Before I show you the right way to fix everything step by step, we need to shine a spotlight on the wrong way. Why? Because if you don't understand the mistake, the correction won't stick. Think of it like trying to fix the foundation of a building without even looking at where the cracks are. You just guess and hope something works. But calisthenics isn't about guessing, it's about awareness, precision, mastery of your own body weight, down to the smallest detail. Let me give you an example. Imagine your body is like a skyscraper, strong, tall, stable, but even the tallest building depends on one thing, its foundation. If the base is tilted by even a few millimeters, the entire structure shifts, strains, and eventually cracks. Your body works the same way. If your wrists are misaligned in a push-up, or your shoulder blades aren't set during a pull-up, or your hips dip in a plank, the whole movement becomes unstable. You still finish the rep, sure, but you're building strength on a crooked foundation. And that's exactly what today's mistakes are about, those invisible millimeters that change everything. And honestly, most people have no idea they're doing these things wrong because they're so focused on getting more reps, more sets, more speed. The first instinct of every beginner, and sometimes even advanced athletes, is to do more push-ups, more dips, more pull-ups. But here's the truth that nobody tells you right away. Doing more with bad form doesn't make you stronger. It just makes your mistakes stronger. You repeat a mistake enough times, and your body starts believing that's the correct movement pattern. The fix becomes harder, and the risk becomes higher. So today, instead of chasing numbers, we're chasing mastery. We're slowing it down, tuning in, paying attention to every little angle, every contraction, every shift of your weight. Because the mistake we're about to expose might be the reason your shoulders hurt during push-ups, or why your hips rise too high during planks, or why your pull-up feels more like an arm workout than a back workout. Here's a question for you. When you perform an exercise, what are you thinking about? Are you thinking about how your body moves? Or are you thinking about finishing the set as fast as possible? Be honest. Most people think about the number. Just 5 more, just 3 more, just 1 more. But imagine what would happen if for the next 10 minutes, you focused not on the rep count, but on the rep quality. Imagine squeezing the right muscles at the right time, keeping the right posture, breathing with intention instead of holding your breath like you're underwater. That alone can double your strength without adding a single extra rep, and that's exactly why this first mistake is so important. This mistake is so common that almost everyone does it, even people who've been training for years. And the worst part? It's so subtle that most people won't even realize they're doing it until I point it out. But once you hear it, you'll start noticing it in every workout, every exercise, every rep. You'll notice it at the gym, in home workouts, even in fitness videos where people look like pros. I want you to pay attention now, because the next part will probably match something you've done before. And that's not a bad thing. That's the whole point of growth, catching the things you didn't know were holding you back. So take a breath, reset your posture, let your shoulders relax for a moment, and get ready. Because the first mistake we're about to break down might be the real reason your strength hasn't jumped the way you expected. And once you correct it, you're going to feel the difference immediately. Think you're nailing your calisthenics exercises? Let me throw something at you that might sting a little. There's a very good chance you're making at least one mistake that's been slowing your progress, stressing your joints, or wasting your strength. And you don't even realize it. Most people don't. In fact, the mistakes I'm about to reveal are so subtle that even confident lifters make them while thinking their form is perfect. Let me ask you something. Have you ever finished push-ups and felt your shoulders burning in a way that didn't feel like a good burn? Or tried doing pull-ups and felt your grip dying long before your back kicked in? Or maybe you've gone into a plank and after 10 seconds, your lower back felt like it was slowly sinking toward the floor. If any of that sounds familiar, you're not alone. These little signs are like warning lights on your dashboard, easy to ignore, but they tell you something is off. Here's the truth, these mistakes don't look dramatic. You're not collapsing or flopping around. You might even look clean to someone watching from the outside. But inside the movement, you're leaking power. Your body isn't aligning the way it's meant to. Your foundation, your wrists, shoulders, core, hips, is slightly off track, and that tiny shift ends up making every rep harder than it should be. Think of it like trying to lift a heavy box with your fingers instead of using your whole hand. You can still lift it, but you won't lift it efficiently. And eventually, you'll feel the strain in the wrong place. That's exactly how these calisthenics mistakes work. They don't stop you from performing the exercise. They just prevent you from performing it correctly. Before we dive into fixing them, you need to understand why we're even talking about this. Most people try to improve by adding more reps, more sets, more speed. But here's the secret nobody tells beginners. Doing more reps with bad form doesn't make you stronger. It only makes your bad habits stronger. Your nervous system adapts to whatever you repeat, good or bad. So if you've been training with these hidden mistakes, your body has been learning the wrong movement pattern from day one. That's why today isn't about doing more. Today is about doing better, slowing down, paying attention, feeling the right muscles activate at the right time, understanding how your body should actually move instead of rushing through the numbers like you're trying to beat a stopwatch. Let me give you an image. Picture your body like a tall tower. If the base is crooked by even a single inch, everything above it becomes unstable. You can still build the tower, sure, but every floor adds more pressure, more wobbling, more strain. That's your training right now if your form is even slightly off. Maybe your wrists angle outward during push-ups. Maybe your shoulders shrug during pull-ups. Maybe your core switches off during planks. One tiny shift creates a chain reaction. And yet, most people don't notice these things until they hit a plateau. Suddenly their reps aren't improving, the exercise feels harder than it did before, or some random joint starts complaining. And they think it's because they're weak. But it's not weakness, it's mechanics, it's alignment. It's a technique error that's been hiding in plain sight. Right now, you're probably curious about what these mistakes actually are. And you should be, because once you see the first one, you're going to start recognizing it everywhere. In your training, in other people's training, even in videos from fitness influencers who look like they know what they're doing. So take a second, shake your arms out, reset your posture. Because the first mistake we're about to expose is one that almost everyone, literally everyone, does at some point. And when you fix it, your strength, your control, and your confidence will jump immediately.